What's going on, everybody? This is Primetime James Thomas coming at you with another video. This is a topic that I've been wanting to touch on ever since the news broke, and this is I guess big news to the horror community. Look, what I'm about to say is that what I don't mean for it to sound pretentious and condescending. I really don't mean this in any way, shape, or form. But when this news broke early in the month, it was broken in the Discord. Paul, my Gorehound co-host, sent this to me. I looked all over Twitter. Looked all over the internet. This big echo chamber of fans that are really taking this to heart, that are really angry about this. When I initially read the report, I felt that same way too. But here's the thing. And again, I don't mean to be, oh, James, you asshole. No. This is what happens when you live in a world where you only read the headline, but you don't do your research. That's the type of world that we're living in. And again, I'm sorry if this sounds condescending and pretentious, but it is. It's just the world that we live in now. I mean, that's why some people have a problem with the Drake-Kendrick Lamar beef. Because people say, oh, it's not about what was actually said in the music. It's not about the music. It's more about the tea that was dropped in the beef. That's not rap beef. It's kind of what's going on here. People only care about the headline, the headline that's in the websites. The first big bold letter you see when you click on it is the one thing you read, and that's it. You run with that. And listen, I am not in media. I don't know how journalism works. I don't know the furthest thing from it, but I do have some understanding that if you run a website, what's the name of the game? What will get the people from clicking your website, getting engagement for your website, getting likes for your website? That's the name of the game. If you could do that, as long as people start talking and running with your article, that's a win for you, regardless if you're right or you're wrong. As long as people are looking at it and running with it, that's a win. Who cares about the truth if the lie is more entertaining, right? But people sent me this article about Friday the 13th, and I actually read what was said, and I'm just like, guys, there was nothing that was said here. We literally don't know nothing. What was said here was nothing. It was very little information. And James, what are you talking about? Well, apparently, Jeff Schneider of the Schneider, people said the inside, but it's the Schneider to play off his last name, who I guess is a very reputable source. He used to work for Collider and all that stuff. He came out. He put it on his paywall, and he said he was hearing reports that A24, who was in charge of the Crystal Lake series that's going to be on Peacock, has reportedly pulled the plug. And this is the actual quote. I'm looking at it right now. From Jeff Schneider himself, not me, Jeff Schneider. He says, I'm hearing that A24 has pulled the plug on Crystal Lake. Its planned Peacock series based on the Friday the 13th franchise featuring mass killer Jason Voorhees. Brian Fuller was due to executive produce the horror series. It's unclear. It's unclear. One more time. It's unclear whether this is a permanent decision or a temporary one, as A24 had no comment. Perhaps Peacock will help the trade shed more light on this project, which was announced back in 2022. Now, when I read that, I was like, okay, what's everybody freaking out about? There's really no juicy information here. Jeff Snyder says it's unclear whether or not it's a temporary or permanent one. Meanwhile, fans are going off screaming and yelling and lighting pitchforks and raising a rioting and acting like A24 said, fuck it, we're not gonna do it anymore. No, they just simply said that it's unclear, and it appears that A24 has pulled out. Now, that could mean a lot of things. Maybe A24 is backing away, but not Peacock. Maybe Peacock is still holding on to the idea of the series. Maybe A24 has backed away. Because let's be honest, folks. Let's be honest. Brian Fuller has a lot of allegations on him right now. And a lot of, really, really tough allegations. Allegations that you just can't ignore. You just can't sweep under the rug. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Brian Fuller, look at things he's been accused of. There's some shit that you can't just ignore, okay? So maybe due to the allegations that's a tie to Brian Fuller, that's what's probably starting the conversation of A24 talking to Peacock and listen, Brian, he's in some stuff right now. He probably will not be able to give this project his fully undivided attention and energy to this project because his mind will be preoccupied on this other stuff. That could be it. Okay, because when I first heard this, I was like, okay, so it doesn't really confirm whether or not it's canceled. It's just hearsay. It's he said, she said. Now, however, Bloody Disgusting came out. Which is basically the mecca of horror movie news. It's pretty much the Variety or the Rolling Stone of the horror movie community. And this article came out. May 7th. May 7th, 2024. And it says here that Crystal Lake A24 has not pulled the plug on their Friday the 13th TV series. Has not pulled the plug. Okay, so this is ongoing. Now, I don't know if anything else has came up since then. I do not know. Hopefully people in the comment section will tell me. But as of right now, nothing new has come out. So this is the only reliable source about the situation that is valid. But yeah, so on May 7th, 2024, A24 not pulled the plug. Okay, I'm reading the article right now. It's been 15 years since all this. We get yada 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 yada. Okay, here we go. So according to Bloody Disgusting sources, A24 has not killed off Crystal Lake at this time. We have confirmed that the show is still happening, but there's some retooling of the product behind the scenes. We are digging for more info. Stay tuned. Again, we have confirmed the show is still happening, but there's some retooling of the project happening behind the scenes. We're digging for more info. Please stay tuned. Peacock had given the project a straight-to-series in order to 2022, with Crystal Lake being described as an expanded prequel to the original Friday the 13th franchise, featuring both Jason Voorhees, Pamela, and his mother, Pamela Voorhees. Adrian King has signed on, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now they've chimed in, and they are, again, all intents and purposes, the Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, and Variety of the horror space. You know, Bloody Disgusting. Well, if Bloody Disgusting goes to bat, when Bloody Disgusting, says something, they're usually on the money. Not saying that they're 100% right all the time, but usually they're pretty spot on when it comes to their reporting. But the After Further series is still happening, right? Even Jeff Schneider says he didn't say that the series wasn't happening. He said it looked like A24 had pulled the plug, but it's unsure whether it's permanent or but again, understanding how, if you break it down to actually understand what you're reading, all the different variables at play here, you don't give into the hysteria that's all across the board, which is the problem with this. Here's again, the average moviegoer fan is just a fan. It's just a fan, okay? They have no idea how movies are made, how much things cost, what really goes on behind the scenes. No, they're fans. No, he's a fan. But Kendrick really messed up what fan is. Forget they're gonna say, my God, Jesus. But look, I'm not here to say that I'm the biggest expert, but I've followed movies, okay, and I kind of got a good idea how movies work, okay? So I have a pretty good understanding of how these things work. I'm still learning. Everybody is. I mean, the entertainment industry is always evolving, so you're always learning and changing. But when it says here they're retooling some ideas, that kind of goes back to Brian Fuller. That could mean that Brian Fuller is taking a step back. I mean, there's going to be a new showrunner that may be coming aboard. Of course, we have a new showrunner. You have, a different idea, different vision, different narratives, how to shape the story. Lots of things come into play when you're retooling and reshaping a narrative-driven series. Because when you look at that when it says, I'm here, A24 has pulled the plug, it's unclear whether this is a permanent decision or a temporary one. There's not a lot there. There's no meat to that bone there. It's just speculation. It's a speculation. And that's why I didn't report on this too quickly, because I felt like there's not a lot there, folks. I really want to see what everybody's freaking out about. Everybody was freaking out about this. I'm just like, there's really no. But I know why, because they looked at the headline. A24 reportedly pulls the plug on the Friday 13th. Pulls the plug on Friday 13th prequel series, Crystal Lake. They look at pull the plug and they automatically assume, it's over! It's over! No. Just read the article, read what it says, and take it with a grain of salt, folks. Okay? Now, I will simply say this, that the fans that were losing their minds, take a step back, relax, and really do your best to really. First of all, don't just read headlines. Don't just read tweets. Don't just read. If somebody's retweeting something, don't just read their quoted tweet. Click on the article and read it. Be a critical thinker. Click on the article, read it, because the person who is retweeting may be melodramatic, Oh, can you believe this? Right? And then you look at it and you go, oh my God, I'm going to retweet that too. Hey, Bob, can you believe that? Hey, Sally, can you believe that? And then there's this big echo chamber when you're not really doing your due diligence. Now, when it comes to the retooling part, nobody's talking about Brian Fuller's accusations, whether they're true or not. Again, innocent until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty, right? We don't know if they're true or not. But how quickly we forget that he's under a lot of accusations right now. And so that could be part of the retooling process, where they could be figuring out what to do. Well, to be figure out how to maybe get Brian out here, get a new showrunner, okay? And I do get that. I do agree that there has been little to no movement with this project since it's been announced. Little to no movement, very little noise or news or information about this project. Something is going on. I will agree. There's something that is weird going on behind the scenes, because the fact that it is news that in a retooling and retooling the project, it doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me, because if you think about the Hollywood strike, the writer strike that delayed everything, and of course accusations, when there was little to fuck all we know about the project, because nobody come out. Adrian King has not come out, said anything. Nothing has happened. That's why this is news for the most part. But there's no evidence to suggest that Fuller will be exiting. I think he hasn't. I think he hasn't said. I think there hasn't been a report that Brian Fuller is exiting. But so maybe there's something that could be going on the horizon. So please, again, I don't want to come across as pretentious or condescending. I don't mean it. I'm not saying I'm the world's greatest expert. I'm simply saying I think it's great advice for everybody, myself included. And again, because you know how media in the game can be, just do your own research, do your own thinking, and just go with your own opinion. That's all I'm going to say about it. But let me know guys' thoughts on the Crystal Lake series drama. How you guys feel about the news about A24 supposedly backing out of the project? Do you guys think that we'll ever see a Friday the 13th series on Peacock? Do you guys think it's going to happen? Let me know guys' thoughts. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.